What's up? Welcome to my channel, A Review Wave. Before we get into anything else, make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe to my channel, and in the comment section, go on and say Wave Riders. Yeah, get into that. So first off, this right here, this is my first video. So let's go and get out a hand clap. Yeah. Thank you. Here at A Review Wave, we give nothing but honest reviews on your favorite movies, TV shows, trailers, and more. So if you would like to continue to check me out, go on. One more time, let me just say, go on and hit that subscribe button. And go on while you at it, you might as well hit the notification bell. It's only right. It is. It's only right that you go on and do that too. So let us not waste no more time. Let us just go on and get straight into the first video. Our first video here we're going to do is Gossip Girl, the reboot, not the original. Let's go on. Before we talk about this reboot, let's go recapture the old version. Like, let's talk about it because my favorite character was Blair. Because let's talk about it. Blair was really she was that girl. Like, everybody didn't like Blair because, she was that best friend that kind of, envied Serena and all of this and that. But let's be real. Her character development was phenomenal. It was crazy. Like, from the first episode you watch her on to, the last season, it was phenomenal. And I am one of those people who wanted Blair and Dan together in some weird, oddly way. I did, though. I really did, though. I really seen the potential that could be of Blair and Dan. I feel like Blair and Chuck was kind of forced because everybody assumed for them to be together, for them to, run off and do all that. But I feel like we didn't get enough story with Blair and Dan. We didn't get enough evolution with them two. So I was kind of sad about that. And then, I always thought Serena should have been with Nate from the get. I mean, Dan was a favorite of mine too. But Serena and Nate was just that, it's you got them people in life where you just like them two just need to be together. And then she did my boy Nate so messed up. Serena was really the villain of the whole show. I don't get me wrong, I love Serena, but she was really the villain. Everybody, it was so much negative that came with her. And I feel like she knew that at one point. So, but like I said, Gossip Girl is an old favorite show of mine. So when this reboot came about, of course, my initial thoughts was, oh God, they finna mess up a classic. Initially, that was my first thought. So before I even started this reviewing YouTube channel, I already watched the first half of the show, and then I seen that they dropped the other half. So I haven't even. That's what we're gonna get into on here, episode by episode. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the first half, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it. Because I am one of the old, I'm a old Gossip Girl fan. I can't tell you how many times I done restarted and binge watched the show from the beginning. It's been so many times. So I feel like I was coming in as a hard critic on this Gossip Girl reboot. And I get it. They wanted to make it more modern, more millennial, and all of that. But it still gave me, the first 6 episodes, it still had me I'm not sure. Don't get me wrong though. It started off really, it was messy from the get. The whole Julian and Zoya finding out that they're sisters, and Julian and Zoya come up with this plan to get Zoya to where Julian was to go to school there, and then immediately Zoya basically came into Julian's life like a bomb and everything. So for me, I'm just it kept me interested enough, shall I say, to watch it, to continue to watch it, to get through all 6 episodes. But I'm not saying 100% that I'm in love with the show yet. I'm not there yet. I see the potential. I definitely do. I am still a watcher of the Gossip Girl reboot. I will say that here. I am definitely still a watcher of it. So without further ado, let's go on and get into this episode 7. Once upon a time in the Upper West. Okay, when I seen that title, I'm already like, okay, what y'all about to start off with? Because let's reboot what we, what I'm saying, with how it ended. Because it ended with Julian and Obi kissing. Like, huh? So I'm like, okay. I'm excited now that, I was waiting for this to drop, really, because it left me waiting. It left me wanting more, and that's what I like in my shows. I really want you to leave me wanting more, because if you leave me wanting more, I'm invested now. That's why I decided to still give it a chance, to still give it an opportunity to really get into it. Okay, let's get into this. So, like I said, it's episode 7. Once upon a time in the Upper West. Immediately, the episode starts. Come on now. Immediately, everybody waking up to flashbacks. Not any flashbacks. Not, people think of flashbacks. You think of childhood flashbacks. You think of flashbacks that you had with memories with your friends, or, college flashback. But nah, everybody waking up to these sex flashbacks. You hear me? Everybody. Like, you got Julian and Obi. They didn't. So now that confirms the kiss came from just a kiss to sex. They had sex, but then here we go with this threesome between Max, Audrey, and Aki. Like, honestly, that dynamic right there, I'm just like, I can already tell it's not going to be depending on how the show they want to tell that story. I can already tell this is not going to be a good dynamic. Like, just thinking about it, because it's really, in retrospect, Audrey wanted Max, Aki wanted Max, but Audrey and Aki were together. So they decided to throw Max into, intertwined with them, and I just don't know how that's gonna go. I'm really interested to see that dynamic. But back to Julian and Obi. Julian, yo, sisters, man. Okay, get it. Y'all have history. Obi was yours first, but bro, like, huh? And then you did this with your sister's man, even after, she had that whole blow up on you guys at the little rally thing. So, man, Julian, and with Obi, first off, Obi is definitely at the bottom of my list. He is not one of my favorites. I'm really not feeling him or his character. It's definitely boo Obi right here on this side over here. But come on, Julian. Like, Julian, for me, in the beginning of the show, I did not like Julian from the get. And then she started to grow on me. I started to see her develop a little bit, try to be on her own, not relying on other people, wanted to do what she wanted to do. She was growing on me. But then I feel like her going back to Obi is definitely a step backwards. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a step backwards. And for it to be a step backwards, I definitely feel like it could be better for her. She could do better. I was really hoping they would try to bring in somebody new for her, but they really just gave her a step backwards. And not Obi blowing up her phone, because that was, wow, Obi. Are you choosing up on you going back to your original after you didn't basically talk all that trash of how much of a not a good person she is? You going back to the original plan? Okay, Obi, that's what you do. Then let's jump back into, now we're going to fast forward a little bit through the episode. We see Max with his dad, and basically they're in there talking, and they're having these conversations, and this lady shows up unexpectedly, I guess. But, I'm guessing when she kind of gave Max a wink, it was kind of like a setup. So I'm ready to get through that episode to see how that developed. And then we got Obi and Julian then met up. Man, like, is Obi forgetting he's in a whole relationship? Like, are we forgetting about this? Are we just gonna pretend that he's not in a whole relationship? And Julian, are we not gonna pretend that this man is not in a relationship with your sister? Huh? But okay, whatever. I guess you guys do gotta meet up to figure out what you're gonna do, what you're gonna say. I mean, really, honesty is the best solution. But, you know, y'all want to beat around the bush and try to make up this whole plan. That's fine with me too. So they basically come up with the plan of trying to act normal around Zoya. But we all know when these plans, they don't usually pan out the way we want to pan out, right? So then we jump into the Gossip Girl crew. Okay, these three right here, like, I see Gossip Girl took a different route. They literally revealed who was behind Gossip Girl from the beginning. You know, it took seasons for us to find out it was Dan. But I like that aspect of it. It really took seasons for us to find out that was Dan. But I liked the fact that it was still always a mystery. Because, I mean, for a little bit, I did think it was Dan. But then the show kept going on. I'm like, there's no way. Gossip Girl is trashing Dan. Why would Dan want to trash himself? Which I thought, in retrospect, was brilliant. Because, you know, you trash yourself. You throw the scent off of you. So that was smart on his end, but still. So that, I think this new dynamic and this new aspect allows them to go at the reboot in a different way, basically saying we are not the original. We are a completely different form, but we're just still basing it off of some of the trueness of the original. So I do see the point of that. But they are over here talking about, you know what I'm saying, if they should post that video of Rafa. But my thing concerning him and Max is, it was just like, Max basically sending that video in because he's trying to get back at Rafa. But they trying to think about, oh, what about the repercussions of this and that. But I'm like, man, y'all don't have a care about what's going on with, you know, everybody else, all these students, but y'all get a conscience now when y'all get a tip or y'all get something sent in. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out too. I'm just trying to figure out the whole wave behind that. But let's go back. Now we're gonna go ahead and just jump into that Aki Audrey scene. That was awkward. I guess after, you know, you having a threesome, y'all done added this boy in that both of you guys kind of had sex thoughts about. So now y'all back, and it's just like y'all still have a whole relationship within you too. So it's just trying to find y'all normal. And that's what I hope they do find, is their normal. But then again, like I said earlier in this video, that dynamic, adding that in, I don't know where that's gonna go. But like I said, I am excited to find out. I very much am. Whew. Hold on 1 minute. Let me take a little sip. Okay. I didn't have my sip. So, we back here now. Zola, after even telling her dad that she didn't want to invite nobody over, she decided to invite people over. She over here inviting Obi and Julian. But let's not forget that Obi just basically ditched Aki, which was a tradition that they already had started. So, not you already ditched them, but now Zola's asking you to come over for Thanksgiving, and you over here lying to her, trying to tell her that you can't come because you hanging out with Aki, even though, like, literally a scene before this, you just ditched Aki. Which first off, Aki, definitely one of my favorites. I like his vulnerability. Like, I like how he's gentle, and I really appreciate him. And I don't think Obi appreciates his friendship too much, honestly. And then now we jump into how Rafi basically blackmailing them, the Gossip Girl crew, because he don't want that video out about himself. But I'm like, man, you did it. And Max was not the first person, so why are you pretending like he was? But he don't want it to get out that this is what happened with him and Max, because he's trying to be a better person. But I still, like, now you blackmailing them to find dirt. Like, huh? That's not, no. And then, here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump to the bathroom scene where Julian is in there talking to Zoya. And Julian, are we not going to act like you did not just have sex with Zoya's man? And you going to sit here and pretend in her face like you didn't? And your conscience is okay? Sis, do we need to reevaluate you? Because that was not okay. If y'all, like, for real, if y'all are this far into the video, go ahead and say in the comment section, that was not okay. Because it was not. Like, huh? If you're my sister, I really want you to be honest about it. Let me know. Tell me the real. Don't be letting me sit here and think, we making up from being angry at each other. We better, but don't do that to me. Like, I want to be able to build trust. Y'all just now getting back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just now basically meeting each other in person and getting into a new dynamic and a new situation and a new role. And you off bat. Like, you're showing dishonesty signs. And that's not okay, because how do you want her to trust you if you're already showing that she can't? So it's just, I don't even know. Now we're going to sit here and jump to where Obi literally told Zoya that he loved her. Huh? After he basically trying to tell Julian that he regrets not being with her or staying with her. He regrets choosing Zoya. That's basically, in retrospect, what he's saying without actually saying it. But you gonna sit here and tell that girl you love her because you thought that was what she wanted to hear? Y'all, first off, Obi and Julian, we're gonna just call this the dump list. And for today's dump list of the reviews, it is definitely Obi and Julian, because you guys are in the dumpster. You hear me? The dumpster, because you guys are trash for doing that to that girl. She trusts you guys, and she's trying to build a new life in this new location, and you guys are just, excuse my French, but shitting on her. So you guys are in the dumpster for the day. Thank you. Now I just want to before I go, I wanted to go ahead and talk about this whole Thanksgiving scene. Okay, everybody's there. Everybody has literally showed up. Some invited, some not. People just showed up. You got Julian there with her dad and his girl. You got Audrey there with her mom. You got Max there with both his dads and the unexpected guest. Then you got Zoya, of course, with her dad. Then you got Aki there with his mom. And then Obi's there. And then you got now the Gossip Girl crew is there. Like, huh? It's just a whole bunch of mess just happening all in one scene. Literally, it's awkwardness at its finest. Everybody has something going on in this scene. And that scene made for great TV, if you ask me. It was just like, I can only imagine just being in that room. I wouldn't even know. My head would be just going left, right. I wouldn't even know where to look, who to pay attention to, what conversation to listen to. It was just so much going on. And then at the end, the girl go get mad because she thought her engagement would be such a fantastic thing at the Thanksgiving table. But I'm like, yo, we got so many people here that have so much unsolved business. And it's just, I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna sip. I'm just gonna sip a little bit, just so. Yeah, I just don't know what to say to that. Honestly. Then let's just fast forward through the Thanksgiving scene, because it was complete chaos. Like, and not in a good way, honestly, because I just feel like you cannot force people to sit at a table together for dinner when there's so much unresolved, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much hostility going on. And then this Obi and Aki thing, Obi's really dragging it, and I don't think he understands. Honestly, he completely does not understand the way he's making Aki feel. I don't know. Now Rafa done quit. Shocker. But I just don't know how to. That was an interesting first episode. I guess first episode to the other half of the season. Like, I really was like I said, I'm just like, it was just too much going on, so much to unravel. I'm excited to see where the season goes. I'm excited to see how these characters change, grow, develop, go down a few steps, go up a few steps. But before I get off, let's just say, Zoya, I know you're mad at Julian, but you have a damn right to be, as you fucking should. Sorry for my language, but definitely you should, and I'm glad you are. So there's that. So make sure, if you guys like this, if you guys are enjoying my review, go on and, tune in. I got more reviews coming, more dropping. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like I said, tune in, subscribe to the channel. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, videos will be dropping. And why you would, if you got it this far into the video, go ahead and comment, yes sir, yes sir, yeah, go ahead and just comment that. Because, yes sir, we about to hit this journey, we about to start this new thing. So go ahead and comment that. Like I said, this was my first video. Many more to come. It's a new journey, and we got to do this. Again, this is a review wave, and I am signing out. Have a good day.